Hi, this is my September 2020 garden video update. Just remember, I know this was recorded in September, but I've been recording for 2 years and I'm just starting to post my videos, so you will not be seeing this in September 2020. But I'm just trying to get all my videos on, and eventually I will catch up and I'll updated videos or current videos. Thank you for watching. Please be patient and bear with me while I get this done. Now let's start this garden update. As you can see, this is the start of the front of my garden, and the peas are just starting to come in now. And these, I'm not sure which brand these are. These are the flat ones. As you can see, I'm not sure what these are. So, oh, right here, look, I have a bunch in front of me. But these I know have to be, we try to eat them before young, it don't work. So we have to wait till these fill itself out. More beans right here. And these are combination because I have more than one kind here. So we have two beans plant right now here in the front. And of course my rosemary, I've been cutting it. Behind it is my raspberry and blackberry. This is the blackberry right here, and we have a second crop, which I'm very happy. I forgot about this, so I guess this is a repeat crop. And this is my raspberry. These are the thornless raspberry, and they gave me a lot this year, so I can't complain. My fig tree, another disappointment. In the spring, we had a crop and they fell off. Well, the start in the spring, it fell off. So later on, another crop came up. And as you can see, I have one right there, but a lot of them fell off. They just fell off, and the squirrels also helped themselves. So there was some inside here, but I guess the squirrel must have found those also. So I guess hopefully this is my year 2, so I'm hopeful next year it'll be better. I have my grape tree right here. And this is the one that, just a little piece that was in this container. Don't ask me how it got so big. I thought it was dead. Next thing I knew, it was grapevines everywhere. And I was too slow to catch it. So it's, yeah. So I'm going to have to fix that in the fall or early spring. Another grapevine I bought. I thought the grapevine was dead, so I bought this one here. And I didn't water it. Look, it's so hidden back here. When I was watering, and I know this one get water from the sun. This one get water from the sun, excuse me. This one get water from the rain, but over here, these are the ledges, goes all the way up the roof. So over here don't get water, and I forgot. So I didn't water this for a while, because I thought it was getting water. And then when I saw the vines starting to dry up, I realized my mistake. So hopefully it will survive. Just I lost some vines, but I'll go and check when I'm supposed to prune it, and I'll do that. So hopefully next year I get something. This last my carrots. I'm gonna pull all these between this weekend. This was time I harvested most of the time. I'm drying them inside now. The peppers, these are late because the grape tree and this big humongous callaloo plant blocked out the sun from this side. So it's late, but it's coming up. So this weekend I have to figure out a way to get these guys in the front and get them out from the back. I have another pepper tree. This one is doing beautiful. One of my goal is to try get my labels properly. I used to put them on here and I did not. I'm going to start back up because that way I can tell what peppers these are. I don't know what these are, to tell you the truth. I had a label at one time, but I don't have it anymore. Again, the last of my carrots. I'll pull these all up this weekend. In the back is a tomato. It's almost done. I'm going to go ahead and trim it down. First chance I get, I'm going to trim it down. And then the parts that's not, if you don't have blossom by now, honestly, it's not going to make it because it's already getting nippy already. Okay, I have another pepper. I might take this one inside for this winter because it was hidden also it was over here. Because this wasn't here. This was in the back. I brought it up here when I moved that pepper from this location. Also I have a okra tree. I'm not sure if it's going to do anything. I think this one is from St. Croix, and it's hot weather plant, and it just started coming up. So I don't think I'm going to get anything this year, but I'm going to watch, hey. another grapevine. Like I said, I thought my other grape tree died, so I bought another grapevine. And this one, again, I allowed to get away from me, so it's all over the place. So next year, I'm going to do better and try to figure out. I need a location for the grape trees that's not blocking other things, because I know I have this space, so you can see my garden. You can see I have this space, a driveway, but I have a lot of plants, a lot of things in here that I'm collecting for my garden, So let's keep going so I don't digress. Okay. Back here I have a lot of garlic chives. I only had one plant 3 years ago. And everywhere we go, we have garlic chives. As we keep going, you'll see more chives. I have to cut this callaloo down because it's all seed and I don't need seed. I have a ton of seed. Plus, some already dried and blew away. Next year, they come up on their own. The last of I had a few beets this year. I think I got maybe 6 of all the beets I planted. So I'm going to pull all this up. Because I know they said, well, maybe I'll have to check it out. I don't want to get too hard and it's no good. So I'm going to work on that. And these are seeds that came up from the plant I had here. Honestly, I don't know what plant it was. It was a leftover from last year that came up. Oh, look what I walked away from. My lavender. I planted this lavender last year and I didn't think it would come back, but it came back. So I'm going to try to find a spot. I need to try to find I have a little piece of spot in the ground I can put. I'm thinking about doing that. But it came back in this plastic container, which surprised me. And this flower right here, no name. But I started it indoor last year. I have the packet. And this doesn't grow tall. So I'm trying to, I'm going to transplant them out this fall in a container, big container, so they can get bigger. And then I'm plant them out. I don't know how these got here. I think I must have just stuck them in there or something. And the flowers are still blooming, and I don't have a lot of flowers, I have to get pollinating, but the garden on this other side, if more flowers get planted in, then I hope my sister do some this year, then we can get some flowers. Okay, another pepper tree. And like I said, the pepper tree has no names, okay? I'm not sure what this thing is. It's a seed in there. But it came up on its own. And I'm not sure what this is. So I'm not going to throw it. I'm going to keep it. And I'm planting something bigger this year so it doesn't die over the winter. And then I'll figure out next year what I'm doing with it. Okay? All right. Over here, I have habanero peppers. When we went to St. Croix, I thought I brought some seed back. I bought, I think, 5 seeds back. And I thought they were sweet. I mean, not spicy, but these are hot. So I'm not sure what happened to my not spicy habanero peppers. So I'm all got my seeds all mixed up back here. This guy, more beans that I don't know if yard long. Hopefully they come up, everything comes up before it gets chilly, too cold. It's like all my beans, look at all my peas are coming up now when it's late. There's more garlic over there, garlic chive over there that's now blossom, so those seeds gonna be everywhere. And I have these callaloo trees again that I have to take care of, because if not, they're gonna be everywhere. And I have a lot of seeds. Plus they come up on their own every year. I had these in a paper towel I was supposed to sow, and they got wet. I found them and I was like, wow. So I just dropped them in this container. I don't think they're gonna make it for the fall. But if it is, I'll get some peas, snow peas. I don't think so, but I'm gonna move it to the front. Like I said, half of the sun now is on one side, this side of the house. So this side right here is barely getting any sun. And I'll get to this side in a minute. So anyway, back to this side. So hopefully the peas make it before it gets too cold. Also in here, I have some more beets I sowed. Okay. And they're just coming, I guess. Yep, there's another one right there too. Oh, snail shell. So anyway, I have 1 or 2 more beets to pick. And the last of the carrots over here. That's the last of my carrots, so I'm gonna pull those. These tomatoes, I'm gonna this one is blossoming. I don't think it's going to make it So I might go ahead and start cutting down the tomato trees. That's not going to do anything, because if they don't start blossoming back or start forming fruits, they're not going to make it before it gets cold. We got about 5 or 6 weeks, if that long. This is a broccoli. I did not know that. I thought this was collard greens. Please. I really did. I've been harvesting the branches. I mean the leaves. I've been harvesting the leaves. And this is broccoli. And I'm very happy. Again, I got my seeds mixed up. So one thing I need to learn to do is tagging them and do a very better job of tagging, so I know what the tags are. That's what I need to do. Make sure this is not coming off the screen, because this is beautiful right here. And the sweet potatoes, look at this. They are everywhere. My next problem next year is find a spot to put the sweet potatoes by themselves so they don't overrun everything. Of course, it's going towards the peach tree. This is a peach tree right next to it. And then, of course, I have 2 containers of sweet potatoes. There's a 5-gallon container, and this is an old ice chest that I planted in it last year, but different soil. So this is my 2nd year planting in there. It did okay, but I messed up. I left them. These are tropical sweet potatoes, and somehow I got my information mixed up, and I left them for the first frost, and of course they were no good. So this year, so they start getting nippy, I'm taking them out. Like I said, it's a 5-gallon container over here with a wire. I put a chicken wire around it so they could go straight up and wrap around. And the peas are doing great. So we have a lot of peas in here. So this is nice. I'm doing this update now, and then between now and tomorrow I'm going to harvest and start chopping things down. This corner got away, nothing but junk, and my water collecting containers. Over here I have another peas, and it's look at beautiful. Check this bad boy out. So I'm going to harvest all these after I finish my videos. And my cayenne peppers. This is my first year growing cayenne. And look here, I have a whole pack of cayenne seeds. Because I thought, it's going to be like every year I grow stuff, half the time it doesn't come out. This one is beautiful. Look at this tree. So I have to find a dehydrator. Because I'm going to save my cayenne peppers. I'm going to dehydrate them. Strawberries are done for now. And of course, the squirrels have been digging around already. So, man, the squirrels are pain. If it's not squirrel, it's raccoon. My cucumbers are finished. So I'm going to clean all this up this weekend. But I'm not sure what that is. And it's bearing fruit. It's not a cucumber. I think it's some sort of a melon. And it's going this way. So I have to catch it and send it back this way. Because over there's nothing over there. Another pepper tree. And I think this one has a label. Purple Russian. I hope the label is correct. Okay. It's doing great. Look at that. I already picked a lot from this, harvested a lot of peppers. These are hot peppers. I'm going to do 1 jar with just hot pepper. There's not a lot of people in my family that eat hot pepper. Another peppermint. My mother loves peppermint. Look at that. And this blossom. Hey. Nice. Okay, keep on rolling. More tomatoes. And I'm surprised this one lasts. I thought the squirrel would have got this one by now. So these are the ones that I don't have a lot of success growing this kind, but this one made it. And there's more back in the back. So I'm going to get those later. I have scallion or green onions. A container got hooked. My green onions. And these are transplanted in here from the ends. When they put on blossoms or seeds, I just put them back in here. This old container will be green onions. And of course, there might be some lettuce that comes up every year. Lettuce comes up in there. My water catching area still. All these are my water. And it rained last night, so I have a lot of water to water some of the plants that's underneath the ledges that doesn't get water. Another tomato, late starter, of course. And of course, another potato. And as usual, potatoes are taking over everything. They're running everywhere. So, like I said, my number one plan next year is to figure out some way to put the potatoes by themselves so they can run and be content. But I don't have a lot of space, so I'm going to have to figure something out. My mint box, I already harvested half of the mint. We have the mint side drying, and then I'm going to harvest the other half sometime this weekend. As you can see, the 4 o'clock flower, this one comes up every year. It's in the back, and of course this year it's going to be next year it's going to be a lot of 4 o'clock in here. I'm going to pull them out and transplant them out. And of course the sunflower that came out of nowhere. I think some seeds came from one of those windows up there, but I'm going to let that go. And I had sunflower seeds everywhere. Tomatoes, which again I will start chopping down this weekend, harvest and chopping down. And I don't have to say the word callaloo because by the time you finish with this video, you will know what callaloo is. Callaloo up the wazooka, or callaloo, which I'm going to chop down and throw them, not in the mulch because they will come up in your mulch. So I'm going to chop them down and throw them in the recycle bin. And more 4 o'clock. My asparagus, and I think it's trying to give me seeds. So my asparagus did great this year. I had a lot, but now I've been trying to tie it up to get it out of the way so these okras can get a chance to get some sun. So again, in the spring, the sun is back here, fantastic. I mean, there's so much sun back here. I can't even plant radish back here because they do not come up. They go straight to seed both. Radish, cold weather crops. I planted back here. The sun is so intense in the spring that they go straight to seed. I don't get anything back here. But now you can tell it's fall is come because there's no sun back. The sun is barely back here anymore. So I need to get stuff like this that needs sun to keep going. I need to get these up to the front where we always have sun. Maybe short, but we have sun. As far as more callaloo, got the tomato back there, and it's like it's drying up, so it didn't get any water. So I'm gonna have to water it. And peppers. I have so much peppers. Look here. Sorry, my mic got hooked up. Look at how much peppers I have. Peppers. So I'm going to harvest all these this weekend. My melon over here, it didn't make it. I'm not surprised. It shouldn't be back anyway. It's too crowded out. I need to start. But anyway, look at this. This will remain of my last melon that was on the tree. I was watching it, hoping it would come out so I could see it. I took the picture from that side. Squirrel, I presume. I don't know if raccoons interested in melons or not, but I say the squirrel. So they took it, last one, and they left me seeds. So I'll collect all that later. Hopefully, I'm not sure it's mature enough. But it's seeds, so I'll plant a few and see what happens. More pepper. Of course, these are smaller because, the size of the container. It's a small container. Those are 5 gallon. These are 5 gallon containers. So that's why those are big. See those? So anyway, small, but you still get something out of it. Small container, it still gives you something. More callaloo. Yeah. And callaloo. And there's pepper in here too. But it's a little bigger container than the other one. So, the size is a little bit bigger. And the fact that they share this container with callaloo, at least they're doing okay. And hopefully, there's blossom, but I don't think these blossoms going to make it in time. Another container here, nice size container. Check this out. And I have peppers. I've been picking from this a lot. If you notice, they're almost all the same kind. These are my mother's peppers. And she saved the seeds. Year after year, she saved seeds. And she planted them. There's no label, so I'll keep going. I can make sure my mic doesn't get hooked on these branches. I had a lot of radish in here. And of course, purple kale. It's purple mustard. And the mustard comes up year after year on its own because, the seed, they go to seed and just fly all over the place. But none of my radish came out. None, they all went to seed. I picked the seeds off. Or should I pick the pods off? So I have them, and they do come out. I'll show you on my next video. We're planting some of these seeds. More okra. Oh, look here. My mother gonna say that's big. Yeah, that's, I haven't been back here in 2 days. Okay, and that's what happened. Look here, beautiful. Unfortunately, I'm gonna leave. I do not need seeds, but I'm gonna leave this one because it's too late. This one is too late to even think about picking it. You know, it's too big and it's hard already. So I'm gonna get this one later, but I'm gonna leave this one for seed. And I do not need seeds, but I guess I'll just do it. There's another one up top also. Oh, look here. They're everywhere now. They're coming up everywhere. There's another one over here too. So, and there's another one on top. So they're coming out now. And the season is almost over. And they're coming out. Okay, there's another basket. And this one, this year I planted. I don't know if you can see these signs back here. This year I planted broccoli. It did not come out. Put back here. Kale. Nope. There's some more back here. This label was collard greens. So the collard green label. And there are more labels in here. This was 9 of March. Spinach. Nothing came up. Everything went to seed. And now I'm not sure what this is. It might be broccoli, but this is the only thing coming up. And I planted these guys 9 March, okay? 9 March. And, yep, 9 March. And only one thing came up. Some came up and went straight to seed. Here you are. So, you see what happened with that as it gets cooler and cooler. More tomato, more peppers. More peppers. And look, more peppers and more peppers and more peppers. And a lot of blossoms, which I hope they'll make it, you know. And look, I don't know what this kind is. These are beautiful peppers. Look here, purplish. Look at that, beautiful. But I could not tell you the name. There's no label, that means there's no label. Look at that. Somebody put their clothes out on the line. Hey. Last box in this corner is the scallions. A whole lot of them, or green onions. It's a whole lot, and year after year they come up in this container. So all these, I'll work on all these later on and get all this stuff out. And look here, I have a lot. I have to find somewhere to plant them, transplant them to. And there's more in the back. So these at the weekend I have to find another container that will become a scallion or green onion container. Now, I'm trying not to do long videos. And this one is already past 20 minutes. So I'm gonna finish this corner and then I stop. Again, more onions, all of them. So I have to find a container for them, transplant them over. That's why I only bought a couple and never have to buy them again. Because these guys will supply you with all the onions you need. Okay, so, and look here. These beets are planted also in the spring. And they're finally ready to go. Look here. And they were smaller and I picked 2. There was 4 came up in this cluster. And I picked 2 and look how big these guys got. Can you see that? The sun is really shining back here right now. But these got really big. So that's good. And for a container, a 5-gallon busted up container, that's good. And there's more back here too, but I don't know if you can see, the sun is so bright. Might be, oh yeah. So I'm gonna pickle these bad boys. By next week, I'm gonna pull these and pickle them. And again, more okra. One thing about this family, everybody eats okra. So that's not a problem. Just hopefully these bear in time before the fall, cold weather kicks in. This is my little, what do you call this? 2x2. So it's 2x2 hole in the ground. One day I'm going to stick a fruit tree back here, but I don't know. Right now it's full of callaloo. And all I have to do is chop these things down and drop them back in, because next year they're going to come back up on their own. Something happened to these leaves. I'm not sure why. But I'm just cut these things out. Next year, going to be a whole bunch more callaloo in that little whole. Different kind of pepper. Check this out. It's nice and red. So different kind of pepper back here. Anyway, this is part 1 of my garden update. I'm hoping that I only have to do 2 parts. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like, and let me start part 2. Thanks for watching.